Welcome to my channel, and it is clear that before the 2027, President Tinubu has imprinted his presence, his footprint in the Southeast. Whether you like it or not, as an obedient that I am, I'm a pragmatic one for that matter. What we saw in Anambra State is nothing but abysmal, where Tinubu won the polling unit of the best person that is actually killed to unseat Tinubu. At this stage, at this era and year, we have to accept our fate that Tinubu is leaving no chance for anybody, whether you are from the east, from the west, from the north, from the south, to unseat him by 2027. What can unseat Tinubu are international powers, but we know that the oppositions of today, they lack the charisma, they lack the courage. Hence, we must face the reality. Tinubu should please go in there and disrupt the status quo of the Nigerian nation. What we have in the country is that the Northerners have held us ransom. Okay, we know that they have started saying that Tinubu should sack Amukpito Ojo, the INEC chairman, because he has one time in the past written a petition about the genocide going on in the Middle Belt. All right, but why? Before I continue, elaborate on that. On the issue of the Anambra election, it is disgraceful to see that people in this era will be bought with just gala and more. It's so shameful because what we saw is Soludo won the Anambra election convincingly, and the person who came second is APC. APC that we thought that, okay, under Buhari, APC was the worst thing that happened to the Southeast. But it seems somehow Tinubu has been able to, maybe he's buying his way into their heart. I don't know how he's doing this. Because we cannot necessarily say that there is so much rigging. Rigging is different from vote buying. Okay, anybody can buy votes. I mean, vote buying is not peculiar to Nigeria alone. Vote buying happens in other, even developed nations. Vote buying happens in other African countries. Okay, but the Anambra election has only told me one thing: that the Northerners, whoever they bring, will not be able to defeat Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and that is the reality. So, having accepted that, having agreed to that fact, can we say that Tinubu, now that we are seeing that everything seems to be tilting to your favor, Oga Bola Ahmed, can you please deal with the North for us? The North are fighting against so many things: restructure, state police. I mean, these are the things that we know the Nigerians, every sensible Nigerian wants. We already know that so many Northerners are crying today that the Fulanis have taken up all their positions. In fact, the Hausa people are now clamoring that bandits have taken up political positions that they are supposed to own. I mean, the benefit of democracy the Hausa people are supposed to enjoy, the bandits are the one enjoying it in their own ancestral land. So Tinubu, it is not enough to maybe, because what we know is Obi might not be able to unseat you. Yes, it's becoming clearer. If you are still there, you still want to argue. Well, when Obi is ready to play the Nigerian politics as it should be, because Nigerians themselves are not ready to play politics of rationale. Nigerians are not ready for it. Nigerians are not ready to play politics of competence, of character. Nigerians are corrupt. Nigerians just simply want gala and malt and 10,000 or 5,000 as it were. This is what they want. So, and they say that if you want to catch a monkey, you have to act like a monkey, or you offer a banana to the monkey. So, the Nigerians, this is what they want. You have to act like them, or you give them what they want. That's it. Tinubu, who has seen this, Tinubu, who played that game with the North, Tinubu served the North for nothing less than 16 years, from 2007 to 2023. 10 years to 2027. The plus 5 years. So that is what? 16 good years. He served them, he fed them, ate with them, and when it was time for Buhari to go there, he even sponsored Buhari. But today, all the people that expected that when Tinubu gets there, he will do their bidding. He will be their boy. He will be at their beck and call. They will be remoting him like, remote control. When they press him, boom, you go this way. When they press right, he will go boom, he will go there. They are shocked. This is why I seize the opportunity, because I have accepted my fate. If Tinubu does not get evicted in 2027, what's the way forward? Am I going to keep saying that eyes on the judiciary? Absolutely not. Moreover, we do not see a serious opposition. So Tinubu must use the opportunity, because he has said one time in the past that he doesn't believe in one Nigeria. What he believes in a united Nigeria. And Tinubu has been showing that body language, because he has changed the national anthem. He has been the man that has polarized Nigeria than never before. He is the man that has come to expose what the Fulanese have been using, okay, to suppress the Middle Belters and the Kano and the Hausa people, who are the original owners of Kano, Katsina, Zamfara, all these places. Sokoto, all these places belong to Hausa people. Ab initio. It was when the Fulanese, the Usman Danfodio jihad started in 1804, when they toppled all the Hausa kings, and they replaced them with emirs, sultan, emirs. So Tinubu, yes, if you win, Baba, no, I beg, by 2021, don't leave Nigeria as it is today. Today is 9th of November 2025. Do not leave it as it were today. Make sure before that time, because if Tinubu fails to restructure the country, and I don't accept say, well, Tinubu might win. The chances of Tinubu winning 2027 election is like 70%. Then Atiku has no chance. That one, Atiku has no chance. The northern ticket presidency, it will catch fire. The very day they say that ADC is presenting Atiku, it will catch fire, because Tinubu will simply go for one. He will go for a Christian northerner. That's one. Secondly, Tinubu will what? Ensure that he spends a lot of money. Yes. That is who he is. And Tinubu will not go down without a fight. So amongst these three options, take a look at the oppositions. Who wants to, because we are not seeing any form of action. Is it Atiku? Is it Obi that cannot take the opportunity of the Christian genocide narrative to press the government? Or Atiku that cannot use this Christian genocide narrative to press the government? I mean, we saw tweets of Tinubu in the past, how he emasculated Jonathan. So I say again, Tinubu, most of us, most Nigerians, from the east, from the west, from the south, from the north central, with the Anambra election, most Nigerians are now coming to that reality that we might not be able to unseat Tinubu. We thought we could unseat him. I mean, I saw an interview where one of the favorite of the presidential candidates said, I am playing Champions League. I'm not in the race, so I might not. The votes that what happened in Anambra is not my fault. If Tinubu will be the president by 2027, Baba, I beg, restructure the country. Because if you leave, whatever gains you might have achieved within your few years, 8 years, by the time he leaves, I mean, the Northerners will come in there, literally reverse all the policies. Is it tax? Anything that Tinubu might maybe think he has achieved? Is it the constitutional change? If he does not successfully implement these things, they would cancel it. They will cancel it. We cannot afford to not have Peter Obi become the president in 2027. And then Tinubu gets in there, and by 2031, we are still as it were when Buhari left power. No! There must be a ban on open grazing, whether day or night. There must be creation of state police. Yes. Because whoever wins between Obi and Tinubu, they must be able to do these things that we want. If they cannot do these things, there's going to be an issue. There's going to be a serious problem. Because the North are watching. Keenly. They are watching. You can see their warnings about Amokuto. This is how serious. This is how very, very focused and determined they are. They know the position of INEC. They know that the kingmaker is the one that dictates where the power goes. And in the current contraption, the INEC chairman will decide how the election will go. If Tinubu will win the southeast, if he will win the middle belt, Baba, your winning is not what we want. Changing the nation, changing the Nigerian formation as it currently is what is most paramount to every one of us. If you do not change the country, if you do not change this nation, if you do not restructure this country, then there's nothing worthy of you winning in 2020. Thank you for joining me once again. I missed the allegations by the United States of America that Nigeria must tune the Sharia influence on the non-Muslims, Christians, traditional believers. The Nigerian Sharia Council commanded Tinubu to immediately sack INEC chairman. This is not about the election that happened yesterday. The INEC chairman, Professor Amokuton Ojo, a man from the Middle Belt, okay, in the time past, has written a letter to the United States regarding the insecurity that has been happening within the coast or within the axis of Middle Belt. In fact, in that letter, he indicted so many core northern traditional leaders. He indicted Islamic religion. He wrote that there is a targeted Christian genocide. They have asked him to resign. What are they afraid of? What are they scared of? First and foremost, let me make it clear, nobody gives the Nigerian Sharia Council, okay? Nobody gives them the temerity or the audacity to start asking or start demanding or start commanding Tinubu to sack Amokuton Ojo. Oh, they cannot tell us that Amokuton Ojo is not a Northerner. But you know they are looking for every necessary means to ensure that they secure their return. These are bodies that did not come out to condemn the lynching of Deborah. This is the same body that has never come out to say that Christians, Southerners, these people will never in any part of the northern part of the country be affected by Sharia. They have never for one day said anything against it. We did not see this Sharia Council stage a protest against the cold-blooded killing of that woman in Abuja, that redeemed woman. But because Amikuto Ojo simply is telling his truth, they said he should resign. You know, that he should resign. That because of his bias, he would not want a northern Muslim to return in 2027. You see how they use this religious belief for political reasons. And this is why I once again call on the pastors out there that you cannot leave the fight for Reverend Dakomo. And by the way, I think I'm hearing rumors. The man on my screen, I'm hearing that he has been kidnapped. I don't know how true that is. In fact, Dr. Dakomo has not been given media presence. If not for social media, who will know of Dr. Dakomo? Reverend Dakomo, sorry. But we know that El Zaki came out, he said, these bandits are our sons. They are fathers to our grandsons. They are husbands to our daughters. So we must not allow Donald Trump to come in and wipe them out. Let America leave us alone. We will solve our issue. The Sharia Council will not say anything as past that. I mean, Zaki is under the guidance. Is he not under the watch of Nigerian Sharia Council? Reverend Dakomo has not gotten enough media presence like Shegumi. I mean, you all have been seeing Shegumi in the past. Shegumi has, ever since Tinubu became the president, Shegumi went under hiding, right? Good. But when Donald Trump came, and Donald Trump now said, we want to come and wipe out Islamic extremists. Is Shegumi an Islamic extremist? Okay, let us agree we have good and bad Islamic extremists. Is Shegumi on the side of the evil or on the good? Because he seems to be more worried. He is crying more than the bereaved. The Sharia Council, they are supposed to be the one staying at the front line, leading the cry for America to come in and wipe out these Islamic terrorists. But no, they are silent when the governors of Katsina are having lunch with bandits. They are silent when the likes of Zaki are burning the flags of America. Well, Tinubu must understand that there's only one ultimate solution. All this electioneering, campaign, gimmicks, everything, whatever wins, we secure, name it. If he fails to do what is needed, which is the restructuring, constitutional revolution, these people have written down what they need to do in 2031 when they come on board. Because at this stage, it appears that it's only Tinubu that can face these people head on. Yes. Because if you must play politics with these northern oligarchs, you must be ready to get dirty. Oh, yes. And I did not see in Anambra yesterday that my principal, Peter Obi, is ready to get dirty. Because there was massive vote buying. Regardless of Peter Obi's popularity and how he campaigned assiduously and aggressively for his Mohalu candidate of Labour Party, we all saw how Labour Party came on this round, is it third or fourth?